Hurts over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The trot, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
On first down, Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They go play action with Hurts. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now at Commanders Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
17's Mike 17.
A first down throw for Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. He's got Eckler. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big play here. 3rd and 2. To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a victory here for the Commanders. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.